starting with Liam, your favorite thing, ratings talk.
Whoa, I'm gonna go like bounce for half an hour.
The June 22nd Impact drew a 1.1 rating. It's the first Thursday without a first-run edition of The Ultimate Fighter as its lead-in. It drew a 1.1. A rerun of the previous episode of Tough aired beforehand, so there was still an Ultimate Fighter episode before, but not a new one. Then June 29th, the first episode with no Ultimate Fighter at all. 1.1 rating, 1.4 million viewers, setting another high watermark for the show. So there was this whole thing, week after week, where they're like, oh, what's it going to do without an Ultimate Fighter lead-in? And even without it, it's
the
doing
exact same.
Even better, frankly. Because there was that thing where every week PW Torch would be like, oh, they only held so-and-so percent of the Ultimate Fighter lead-in. And you'd be like, different audiences, what the fuck you talking about? And now that it's gone, different audiences, what the fuck you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. Or like a lot of the same audiences just staying. Like it's the ones that they got early on.
It drew a 1.3 rating among men 18 to 49, 1.4 among 18 to 34. The replay on Saturday drew a 0.5 rating, meaning 2 million people watched Impact that week, which is kind of crazy in 2006.
I mean, it's insane, but, a different television environment than now, where people would literally kill someone live on TV for 2 million.
Yeah, even WWE for Raw would kill somebody live on TV for 2 million, never mind AEW. Multi-channel news reported that TNA Impact averaged slightly above a 1.0 rating for its first run on Thursday nights. Dixie quote.
Wrestling has never been... I'm getting extra, inconceivably something. Wrestling has never been on at this time of night.
TNA president Dixie Carter said, which seems untrue.
We're in kind of uncharted territory.
Nathan Drake's here.
But we're having a lot of success. I haven't done it in so long, I don't know how to do the accent anymore.
You've forgotten Dixie?
Yeah.
Damn, you've lost touch with your roots, man.
I know.
The 1.03 average is 222% above Spike's average in that time slot last year. The Ultimate Fighter will return as Impact's lead-in starting on August 17th, but in the meantime, TNA's Thursday night lead-in will be an extreme stunt comedy from Finland called The Dudesons.
I fucking love the Dudesons.
And an unscripted comedy series starting a backwoods family titled Raising the Roof, which we talked about in the last episode. We didn't talk about the Dudesons, though.
Are you familiar with the Dudesons?
No, is that like Finland Jackass?
That is exactly what it is.
Okay. I think I've heard of
but
the Dudesons.
You don't need anything more than
that.
that. It is Finland Jackass.
Is it better than Jackass?
They're crazier. They do stupider shit, but obviously not to the success of a Jackass.
Do you think they're still making Dudesons content?
I think they are.
They're still churning it out?
I'm going to their YouTube now, and I'm searching. Their last video was 5 years ago.
Oh, what was it?
Hide in the Frame Challenge Dudeson Xmas Special.
Did the pandemic kill the Dudesons? Not literally, metaphorically. Not actually.
I mean, I could find it. Maybe they probably,
Not did they actually die of COVID? Maybe they did. Oh no.
I'm gonna go to their Twitter. They're on X, the Everything app.
Boo.
I love the Everything app.
I
go to the Everything app and I ask Gronk what I should eat for breakfast.
What does it tell you?
To be a Nazi?
Oh, well, you have to follow the AI.
Is that what you did? Boom!
What?
Classic old bit. Bringing it back. I'm calling you a Nazi again, because that was an old bit that we used to do.
Yeah. Harris Brothers are long gone.
Their last tweet was in 2019.
What happened to the Dudesons in 2019?
Their last vlog was 5 years ago.
Yeah, they just stopped in 2019.
What? Did they get cancelled? I'm going to go to the Dudesons Wikipedia page.
Oh, no. I'm worried what happened to the Dudesons in 2019.
International career. I don't know. It kind of just seems like they fucked off.
All right. If you are the Dudesons, or you know the Dudesons, or you know what the fuck happened to the Dudesons, please inform us, because it appears like they just dropped off of the face of the earth in 2019.
I'm going to go to their individual Wikipedia pages.
Try and find what the hell any of these individuals are doing. Please name the Dudesons for me.
I cannot do it in their language.
You can't speak Finnish?
No.
Damn.
And I wouldn't even pretend to do it. One of them is doing another show where he does like a Bear Grylls gimmick.
Yeah.
The other one just had a kid.
Good for them.
Another kid has 5 children.
Churning them out.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like they do just a bit of. It seems like they still are involved in TV, just not the Dudesons TV. They just pop up doing other things.
Did they break up though? Was it acrimonious? Did they just go their separate ways?
It doesn't say anything about them ending.
They just took a break. They're like, I'm sick of doing shit.
Like it doesn't say anything about them stopping.
Yeah, it's really weird that like there should be like there's usually a note like the Dudesons decided to go on a hiatus or the Dudesons blah 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 blah. It's just like nothing. They just stopped in 2019.
Oh, okay. I finally found it. I found something, I guess. Filming the show The Dudesons in America was an exhausting experience for the Dudesons, and they wanted to take the group in a new direction after it. They created the show Some Fucking Finnish Words, in which they helped families with their problems.
Aw, they became wholesome.
Yeah, seems like that. It does seem like that. That is listed as 2023.
Okay.
So, but like the TV show, I think was 2018. So I think again they're just involved in TV, if not doing stuff as a group.
Okay. I hope the Dudesons are doing well.
The Dudesons retrospective.
Because like we found out that dude from Raising the Roof was dead, so I hope the Dudesons aren't dead. TNA Impact held strong the first week without Ultimate Fighter as its lead-in on Thursday night, drawing a 1.0 rating, the same fucking rating it does every week. It shows TNA has a loyal audience that isn't reliant on the carryover from UFC. So there you go. After all, again, the hand-wringing, which is how I read all news stories. It's the same. It's the classic fucking gif of TNA always doing a 1.0 to 1.2 no matter fucking what. I guess until they didn't.
Yeah, I love that. Like every time we talk about TV ratings, that's just what like that image just plays in my head the entire time.
Just that rolling gif. It's like Shane McMahon buys TNA, Shane McMahon sells TNA, whatever it is.
What is that from?
I think someone just made it because I think the joke was just TNA always does a 1.0 to 1.2 no matter fucking what. Even on like holidays, they'd still do it.
You know the funniest thing about that is?
What?
Soon we can have Shane McMahon debuts in AEW, 600,000 people.
Shane McMahon forms the Entitledmen's Combat Club or whatever. The Mean Street Combat Club. The Mean Street Combat Club was so good.
Oh, God.
Yes, get Joey Abs in there with John Moxley.
By the way, that group is going to be, like, dumb.
Yeah?
Like, if they do get Lashley and MVP involved, kind of dope. I can't. But if it's, like, Josh Barnett, Shane McMahon...
That's so funny.
What the fuck are we doing?
The idea...
I mean, I'm kind of into the idea that, like, Shane McMahon is leading an invasion of real fighters. And he's like, these are my real fighters that I'm bringing to AEW Dynamite.
The shoot puncher is taking out AEW.
Yeah. I don't know. I've always been, like, a Shane guy growing up. I'm exceedingly nervous about, like, his involvement in the McMahon sex trials. So, probably not the best time to bring him in.
But it would be funny.
But... it will be funny. He is like the black sheep of that family, so I guess it does make sense in that aspect. But it'll be interesting to see, it'll be interesting TV.
Yeah.
If I'm more excited about Big Bob, the boss,
The TNA legend.
the Beatdown Clan.
It is basically the BDC. They should get the song.
And Josh Barnett.
I guess you have to add Joe.
Yeah, get Key back.
I'm still mad AEW has never booked Low-Key. Fucking cowards.
Yeah, but it's gonna be weird, and I'm up for some weirdness. Like, the Mox stuff on Dynamite felt weird, but I'm up for some weirdness, so let's go.
Within TNA, there is the belief that the show will, sooner than you think, be expanded to 2 hours. It still takes over a year from here, but it's clearly on the table.
I mean, that's probably still sooner than a lot of people would have thought. It's pretty early to go, add another hour.
Spike officials, when contacted, denied there was anything in the works aside from a potential 2-hour special. If TNA can maintain its ratings the next few weeks without a UFC lead-in, that would be a major feather in their cap, because it would show it could run on a night without UFC, which it would have to if it goes 2 hours. CSI runs until 9 p.m. on weeknights, and Ultimate Fighter and Unleashed are a synergistic pairing that shouldn't be broken up. If TNA goes 2 hours, it would have to be moved to a new night. At this point, there are no plans in place, but it is something being talked about, although it is probably a few months away at the earliest. Interestingly, it stays on the same night, but does become 2 hours. So I think the UFC move.
I guess we're seeing it now, right? But the doom and gloom surrounding this fucking show, for them to then just do amazing numbers that everyone's really happy with.
Yeah, they're talking about moving the show to 2 hours. They've moved it to Thursdays. They're moving it to prime time. They've had the most success you could possibly have in 6 months on television. Well, longer now, 8 months on television.
It's exactly what we see now. It's like AEW doom and gloom, company's dead, and then in 2 months they'll announce $280 million a year for the next 4 years.
Or they just put over 50,000 people in Wembley Stadium.
They're about to do a show in the Tokyo Dome, 50,000 seat stadium in Australia, 40,000 seats in Texas, like. Right, and like the biggest like doom and glooming of it all, like right before they're about to do like what is their most ambitious year ever.
Like, assuming they get the TV deal, next year will be the most profitable year in AEW history.
It'll be like the first profitable year in AEW history, probably.
The least loss-making year in AEW history, but still.
But like we said, money's never been the problem.
It's a mark company. Just accept, there's people. The idea of analyzing AEW as a real business is so funny to me.
The only thing I think you can analyze it about is like if like is profitability like a factor in Tony Khan wanting to keep doing it?
Yeah.
Or is it just like love of the game as a sicko?
Like, is his dad gonna be like, dude, stop losing my money? Or can he just lose his money and do his sicko shit because he wants to run a wrestling company? And if it's the latter, all power to him.
Yeah, and then like, you know, God forbid his fucking dad dies at some point, you have no goddamn worries. He could buy every company in the world.
The original Spike TV TNA deal was for 1 year and everyone is happy, and there is no fear at this point of it not being renewed. On Saturdays, TNA was projected to do the .48 average that Velocity was doing, and they averaged closer to a .8. When it moved to Thursday, Spike's projections were .8, and it ended up beating it by 20%. So TNA running away with it, and for some reason, they're going to replace the Booker in 2 months.
That's always been their big thing, is like trying to fix the problems that aren't there.
Yeah, they want more, they want bigger, they want endless growth.
But, you know, regardless of all this, the company's in a fine spot for now. It'll be like 4 years before shit starts getting really fucked.
Even then, like the Hogan Bischoff era is successful. There's no threat of the company being in like dire straits until 2014.
2022.
Well,